Hello, everyone. I've been meaning to make this for a couple days now, but I've been busy with work and life and stuff, so here we are finally. This is going to be not a full review because I haven't beat the game yet, but it's going to be my first impressions on Digimon Survive because that game finally came out, and I'm a Digimon fan, so I wanted to support it, and here we are. So I don't have a physical copy of the game. I downloaded it on my PS5, so it's the PS4 version. But it's also on like Switch, Xbox, PC. It's on everything. So, all right, whatever your preference is there. So Digimon Survive is kind of like it's a more mature Digimon story, kind of in the vein of kind of similar to Ghost Game in that it's darker, but it's not episodic like Ghost Game is. There seems to be a continuing story going on, and it's very, in a lot of ways, it's almost like an adult grim reboot of Digimon Adventure. Not the actual Digimon Adventure reboot, but a similar revamping to Digimon Adventure. Like the main character's name is Takuma, who's similar to Taichi. His partner's Agumon, that sort of thing. I should probably go over the cast. You have the main character, which is Takuma, and his partner is Agumon. You have another character named Aoi, I think is how you say her name, and she's partnered with a Labramon. You have Saki, her partner is Floramon. You have Minoru, whose partner is Falcomon. Ryo, who's partnered with Kunemon. Shuji, who's partnered with Lopmon. Miyui is partnered with Syakomon. And this guy's name is slipping my mind right now. The other guy, who's kind of like your edgy character, he's partnered with Dracmon. I don't know why I can't remember his name right now. It just bothered me because I literally just turned the game off. Regardless, there's another character in there. It's going to come to me after this video. I know it. And there's also a professor there, and there's these two little kids, Miyumi and Aki? Two little kids that are weird. They're like, I don't know what's going on with them. But so the game takes. It's weird because they don't refer to the Digimon in this game as Digimon. I'll explain. I'll explain. So you're on this school trip. You play as Takuma, and you're on this school trip for like spring break or something with these other kids. You go to this shrine thing, and they fall, and they somehow end up in, I guess, the digital world. They haven't called it the digital world. They don't refer to it as the digital world. They just refer to it as another world, run by these things called the Kemonogami, which are the Digimon, but they're never called Digimon. They're Kemonogami. So, interesting choice there. You meet up with a Koromon who evolves into Agumon because he wants to protect you. And lots of insanity goes on. I'm not going to talk about the story much in this game because there's a lot to unpack here. I'm going to mostly go over the game mechanics, and what I think of it so far. So this game is mostly a visual novel. You have an anime cutscene at the beginning, and everything else is visual novel, where you have influences, dialogue options, type of thing. There are 3 paths: Harmony, Wrathful, and Morale. Or Moral. You have 3 options there. I'm assuming Wrathful's bad, Moral's good, or Moral's neutral, Harmony's good. I'm just kind of picking options and just going with it. I'm not like going for a particular path. I will if I do a second playthrough. But what choices you pick does affect Agumon's evolutions. So whatever you're leaning toward, he evolves differently. So he has 3 champion levels, 3 ultimate levels, and 3 mega levels. My Agumon evolved into Tyrannomon, then he evolved into Triceramon. I wanted Greymon and Metal Greymon, but that just didn't happen. So, there you go. I'm assuming his Mega is going to be something like Machinedramon, or something really off-kilter, like Dino Rexmon or something. I don't know. But We'll see. We'll see. The other ones seem to have set evolution paths, like Falcomon evolves into Diatramon, Labramon always evolves into Dobermon, so on and so forth. Something that really caught me off guard was characters can die. And that's all I'm giving you context wise. Characters can die in this game, so I don't know if there's a way to save them or not, but when the first character died, I was just like, oh my god. They actually did it. I wasn't ready for that. Excuse me. I was not ready for that. My main enemy so far seems to be Arcanimon, but she's clearly working for somebody else. You don't see who it is. He's like in a disguise of some kind. I don't know. His voice sounds like Piedmon from the original Digimon Adventure. So if it is Piedmon, oh, that would be kind of cool, actually. He hasn't had any major roles since the original Digimon Adventure, so it'd be cool to see him back again. I can't. There's this fog, but I really have no idea what's going on, and I think that's on purpose. The game is being very vague. I'm only on part 7. So I just started part 7, so I haven't had really a chance to play. I got the game the day it came out, but I just haven't had much time to play it. The actual gameplay part is kind of like a tactics RPG, kind of like reminds me a lot of what's that? Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle, where you move around a grid and you attack things. So it's very grid based. You move on a grid and you attack people. If you attack from the front, you're going to do a decent amount of damage. Side and the back is where you want to go. You do more damage that way. Your Digimon have regular attacks and they have their special attacks. Like Agumon is Pepper Breath. Gabumon has Blue Blaster. I'm assuming I don't have Gabumon, but they have their normal attacks that you would expect. Like Dracmon has Eye of Nightmare, stuff like that. Then they evolve and they have their attacks. And what's cool is they evolve during the battle, like in the anime. So if in the middle of a battle, if you're having trouble, Agumon hit evolution, he'll evolve into Tyrannomon. He'll still have the same voice, but he'll just be Tyrannomon, and he'll say Fire Breath instead of Pepper Breath. Or Baby Flame, because it's Japanese dialogue only. So I imagine if he's Greymon, it's Mega Flame, so on and so forth. So that's kind of cool that they have it more like the anime, where they evolve in battle rather than it's a permanent thing, like in Cyber Sleuth. So that's cool. But graphically, it's okay. Like the visual novel stuff, that like the drawings look cool, but they're the same animations over and over again, which I get it's what they're going for as a visual novel, but it's not that appealing to me personally. The Digimon sprites are okay as sprites, but they look very stiff and very flat in combat. It's awkward. It's awkward to look at. It's not the prettiest game ever. The soundtrack's okay, and the voice acting's good, even though I don't understand Japanese. But for me, as a video game so far, it's kind of meh. And that's probably because it's a visual novel, and it's not like my go-to type of thing. Like, if you had this cast of characters and this story in like an RPG, I'd probably love it. But as it is a visual novel, and it's not all that appealing to me. I'm going to finish it because I'm a fan of Digimon, so I want to see the story through to the end. But it's not really gripping me as hard as I was hoping it would. And after the long wait, I'm just kind of like, okay, this is just kind of a game that exists. When was this announced? Like what, 2017? After 5 years, I'm kind of let down. If you can get it on sale, grab it. I got it for the full price, and I don't think it's worth that amount of money. Right now, anyway, it's again first impressions. I'm hoping I like it more as I complete the game, as I play through the game further. We'll see. But as of right now, I'm just kind of like meh. Like the story's okay, but the gameplay itself is not all that compelling. And if I want to just have a storyline, I'll watch the anime instead of playing a game. You know what I mean? So that's it for my impressions of Digimon Survive. A lot of people seem to like it, so I'm probably the weird one. That's okay. If you like it, that's great. Enjoy yourself, enjoy what you like. But for me personally, it's not that appealing to me. But I'm gonna keep going, and we'll see what happens. But I'll come back with a full review when I beat the game. But until then, you guys have a good one. Take care.